Hey guys, what's up? It's Rygar the Destroyer here, and today we're going to be looking at the Obi-Wan from the Legacy Collection. And I know what you're probably thinking, this is not Obi-Wan Kenobi, but if you take off the helmet here, you can see there he is. This is based off an episode of the original cartoon version of the Clone Wars. He put this on, he needed extra protection for some reason. I've never actually seen the original one. I would like to, but I just haven't. But that's why he's wearing the clone armor. He's a really cool looking figure, and we're going to take a look at his packaging before we dive into him. Yeah, here's the Legacy Collection packaging. There's a hole down here, and I'll show you why in a second. Fairly plain packaging, it was the same for every single figure. Then from what I remember, it wasn't out for too long until they switched to the Clone Wars. On the back here, again, no picture of the figure, but there is a description down here. If you'd like to read that, you can pause the video. Here are the other figures in the wave, and this is why there's a hole. This came with a Build-A-Droid part. This one is R4J1, and I'll show you that piece here in a second. So here is the leg. I don't have all the parts for this droid. I do have several of his legs though. It's well detailed, well painted, but you did have to buy, a lot of, I think it was maybe 4 or 5 figures to get the whole droid, so that kind of sucks. It's articulated here at the base, and you would plug this in here to the body of an R2 droid or R4 droid. It's cool that they included it, but I wish, I could have collected maybe more so I could have the whole thing. But we'll get back to the figure. He's pretty cool. He's got a removable helmet, as I showed before, and a really good sculpt for the face. I'm going to show that. He looks super angry here. There are some paint mess-ups, really small ones, like just little bits of his hair that aren't painted, or are painted, but they're skin tone. He's got a ball-jointed head. He's got a pretty good range of motion on it. He's got ball-hinged shoulders with a really good range of motion, ball-hinged elbows, swivel wrists, swivel waist, arms are the same on both sides, ball-hinged hips, and I normally don't like these on figures, but on this guy they pulled them off really well. The only problem is his inner leg does kind of swivel or turn outwards when you pull the hip forward, but you do get pretty good range of motion on it. The knees are ball hinged, and they swivel too, so you can use them with these hips. And he's got ball hinged ankles. Pretty good range of motion on those. Sorry if you heard that ring. He's got several accessories. The clone helmet, which I've showed you already. It's made of kind of a soft rubber, so it fits over his head. He's got a lightsaber here. I'm pretty sure they've issued this lightsaber before. And something else that was from the original TV show. It's like some type of spear or something. I think it's a reference to jousting, but I'm not sure. Is it a lance? Either way, I'm not sure. This accessory is pretty cool. It's fairly large. I'll show you here. It's about 6 inches long, and in the packaging it came in 2 parts, and right here you can pop the handle out for storage or for in the packaging. I'm glad they included it, since it's a reference to the original episode. That's really great. They don't always give a lot of accessories anymore, and so I'm really glad that they gave you this. But back to the figure, he's got some soft goods. They did pull him off fairly well. His cape lays if you mess with it a little bit, lays really well. It's kind of thin, and it's showing up really bad on camera. You can kind of see my fingers through it, but in hand it's not terrible. And they did match the color of the material to the sculpted part here. I don't know how well that shows up on camera, but in hand it really does. I'll go ahead and give you a size here for the figure. He's about 4 inches tall. There are 2.54 centimeters in every inch for anybody who's not from America. Overall, I say this figure will be a pass for anyone who either doesn't like the design or didn't watch the original Clone Wars. But he is really cool, and they executed him well. So if you're just interested in a cool looking Obi-Wan, this is definitely worth picking up. So, thank you for watching, and make sure that you leave a comment down below about what you think about this figure. I definitely think it's worth picking up. But anyways, I'll see you later, I guess.